the middle of a dual revolution, right? Social and mobile. My kids look at us reading the newspaper like, what are you doing? That already happened. How many people here thought that almost 37 is the average age across all those social medias? This one shows Twitter being younger than Facebook. The reality is the people that actually engage on Twitter, that are really active on Twitter, tend to skew a little older. My son actually got me to create a Data Doctors Facebook page. And I said, okay, let's do it. Why? What are we doing? Okay, we've created a page. Like us on Facebook, right? You ever hear that? And do you ever ask yourself, why would I like you? You answer every phone call for everybody in this company. You answer every email for everybody in this company. That sounds ludicrous to us today. That should be a ludicrous statement in social media tomorrow for you. You cannot look at this as something that only one person is going to do. How many people were in business when the internet came in and disrupted everything? Websites, email, I got a fax machine. You have to do the research. And so if you're in a business that you believe you're the only one on Facebook in that business, out of 900 million, actually it's over 1 billion now, people worldwide. What's the likelihood of you being the first person in your industry to be on Facebook? Right? The likelihood is there are thousands, maybe even millions of people that do something along the same lines as you. And so the best thing to do is go seek out those either competitors or like-minded business to see what they're doing. You can monitor Twitter feeds within a radius of your business. So you can put the zip code in and say within 20 miles of my zip code, if anybody mentions the word Starbucks, let me know. In real time. It just sits there. And as soon as somebody says something about Starbucks, it'll pop up on your screen, but they have to be within 20 miles of the radius or whatever you choose, okay? If I own a coffee shop around the corner from Starbucks, I can take that information, see somebody just checked in, chime in and say, hey, I see you're standing in line for an expensive cup of coffee. Tomorrow morning, why don't you come over, I'll give you a free cup. This is data. We all run our businesses with data. This is the most amazing granular data. A customer jumping up and saying, I'm here, want to talk to me? Again, by listening to what other people are doing on LinkedIn, you'll get the nuances of how to not be overt, but yet get the point across or get information or get connections or whatever that are going to help you with your business development. Twitter, I think, is the best place for you to create new relationships. Certainly you can continue and discuss your old ones, but it's the most forgiving for people that want to connect with other people. There's a couple things you can do to be somewhat strategic. Your Twitter profile is really, really important because those are keywords. And by the way, rewind, everything in today's internet-driven economy is based on keywords. And so you can't guess, and there's no reason to guess today, about which keywords drive traffic, okay? And if you really get into this keyword thing, you start to find keywords that are unique because they'll tell you the competitive landscape, people that are advertising in Google AdWords. You'll get a sense of keywords that are kind of being forgotten that you can maybe specialize in and really become the authority on. Appreciate the feedback. You get an opportunity to show people how you do business. It's unprecedented and it's forever. So if you understand the theory of the long tail, anything you put on the internet, and when you first put it on, you'll probably get a spike of traffic. And again, that Google link tracker that I was talking about will exactly show you. And you'll see this with every piece of content that you put out there, that you see this spike because you put it on your Facebook page, you tweeted about it, you got some exposure, spike, and then it goes down. And then there's this 1 or 2 people every day that trip across your content. That's the long tail, it goes forever. What are the top 10 conversations you have with new customers, right? What are the most common discussions? You pull them out of the back of your head whenever a customer asks you a question about your industry. It's just right there. That's what you should be blogging about. You're not going to make it in this world without a smartphone, in this world. You can certainly make it in other worlds without the smartphone, but the smartphone with apps, to me, that you just put that on your capital acquisition timeline if you don't have one.